Well, ecotourism is one of the thing that has now picked up in this last few years in Nepal and also globally, where people want to be responsible how they use the water or the water, where the water comes from and where the waste goes, where their fuel comes from, and how do people minimizing using of the fuel, water, and also waste management. These are the three basic things. And on the top of that, one is the environment conservation or conservation of nature. And lastly, this ecotourism wants to make sure that the revenue is also shared with the local community. And in contrast with that, adventure tourism, Nepal is also one of the good destinations, and adventure tourism is picking up in Nepal. But with all said and done, the eco part, or to be environment friendly or giving back to the communities, it may have some drawbacks. First of all, the impact that lies in this tourism or adventure tourism is on the fuel supply, land degradation, and of course the economy. On the economy also, it is doing a positive growth. If you look at some of the destinations where adventure tourism is very popular, people have prospered in last 10 or 20 years compared to what they are, some 30 years ago. So tourism has become a means of providing economy to the rural populace where adventure tourism is popular. By defining and by allocating defined accommodation for the trekkers is one of the best way to promote trekking tourism to stop nature degradation. This is what sort of trekking is practiced in most of the European countries, where there's a defined trekking lodges where people go and people know what they get at what price, so that they are not littering in the wilderness, they are not cutting or chopping trees, so that the soil erosion is a big problem, and there are not that 1:7 or 1:10 number of porters, and the porter doesn't have the good accommodation and the good health and sanitation, and that also destroys the nature and pollute the water. So having a defined accommodation would uplift our trekking tourism in Nepal, and also it encourages for the economy of the local people.